Well, guys, Sparrows has been at it again. About 4 days ago, they listed a whole bunch of new stuff on their website. And through the miracle of expedited postage and quite a dent in my wife's credit card, I managed to get a hold of this. This is the new Dark Shift kit. $49 Canadian, works out to about $36 US. The first thing you notice about the Dark Shift, it comes in a brand new case. Now, it's the same style as the Tuxedo and Tuxedo Royale. The only difference is they call this the Stone Gray. So now we have three options. We have the brand new Stone Gray. We had what they call the Coyote Brown. And then there's this one, the Midnight Black. All of them, in terms of the quality of the sewing and the embroidering of the logo, they're all basically identical. When you open this thing up, right away, you'll notice we got some really cool stuff that's brand new to this pick. So why don't I go ahead and pull everything out, and let's look at each piece one at a time. All right, guys, this is everything that comes packed in this Stone Gray kit from Dark Shift. This is the first time we've ever seen, they call this the flat tension bar kit, and normally just these tension bars sell for $12 for that set of 5. And they've thrown it into this kit. I think that's really cool. We've been asking for top of the keyway to be thrown in for a while, and now Sparrows has finally done it. The flat bar, we've never really done a review of them, but here's what you get. Obviously 5 of them. You get one called the Smooth Rounded. This one measures 25 thousandths of an inch thick. It's rounded because the corners are rounded, and it's smooth because there are no teeth on this end. There is no cutout on one end. So if you're tensioning, say, a dimple lock, this might be the way to go. And then short end, same thing. Got nothing going. This one is called the Square Doggy ear, for obvious reason. It's square, not rounded. No teeth on this end, but on the short end, you're starting to see they're putting in some serrations to help you grip those keyways. These other 3 are all identical in every dimension except thickness. They all have a short end for flat face locks and a deeper end for locks that are slightly recessed. They have a stop, if I get it to focus, right where my fingernail is there, that's a stop so it doesn't go too deep into the top of the keyway to interfere with that first pin. And if you look very closely, I hope the camera's showing you got some really sharp serrations there. Again, just to help you grip inside of the lock. You get 3 of those. And by the way, the thickness on these 3 are 25 thousandths, 32 thousandths, and the thickest one is 40 thousandths. They give you a variety of those in case you have a lock like this old block wood here. You can find one that fits into the top of the keyway perfectly so it doesn't fall out and doesn't flop around too much. The tighter, the better. That's why they give us all these options on this flat 5 kit. Very cool. You can use that bottom of the keyway as well, just use the tip of them. In terms of the picks, let's take a look at these guys. These are very cool looking picks. They got these little cutouts. Now, the cutouts don't really do anything, but they look really cool, right? It's flat on the bottom, and it might be difficult to see, but the top of this is slightly curved, very ergonomic. So when you grab it, your finger will fit right there. The top finger will fit right there, and then it fits onto your hand. Doesn't dig, and it's got a little angle there for an absolutely perfect ergonomic fit. Even more importantly, if you look underneath, if I get it to focus here, come on camera, right where my finger goes, they've got little serrations to help me really control that pick, to slide it in and out and manipulate it in the keyway. Really like, somebody put a lot of thought into ergonomics of these. They've got the angle on the top, the curvature, and if you look down the bow, I think you can see that curvature. Little difficult to see from the side. 24 thousandths of an inch stainless steel. This is the Bogota, or they call it the triple peak. You get very similar. Again, all these are identical. They all have the same ergonomics, the same serrations, the same curvature. This is the double peak. The third one, this is proprietary to Sparrows. They call this the Worm. It's like a Bogota, but shortened a little bit and rounded off to help you get in those little short keyways. Very nice. Very well done. These have been tumbled for a while. I mean, you can do a little bit of finishing on here. Just don't finish off those serrations. Leave those nice and sharp to grab onto your finger and help you control it. The City Rake or the L Rake. And now we get into something really cool. These are all the most popular rakes. And then we get to this guy. This one is really interesting. You couldn't get this one unless you bought, let me see if I can remember this. I think this is the one that came in the Vorax, and that was the only place you could get. This is called the Sandman, again proprietary to Sparrows. This is a double-sided pick. If you hold it the way it's oriented like this, you can single pin pick using the top of that, and if you roll it over, you can rake it. So the speed pickers today, and I honestly believe somebody in Sparrows is watching those competitions, they're using this to rake the lock, get themselves a very good fault set, and then they simply roll that pick over and single pin pick the last one or two to finish off the lock. Very cool pick, very popular with the competitors. And those are all the most popular rakes. And then we get into some of the hooks. Well, nothing exotic about this. A standard hook, short hook, pretty nice. Doesn't need a lot of work. I gotta say, it's very smooth. You could probably go right out of the box with these without any finishing at all. Then we get into something a little bit exotic. This is one of their newer picks. This is called the Offset Hybrid. I use this pick. You guys have seen me use it all the time. I like it. The competitors like it because it doesn't require very precise placement when they're trying to race to pick open locks. So it's got a nice fat head on it, but got a pretty good reach, about a medium hook worth. And then another one, I use this a lot. Again, you had to buy the Monstrum until recently to get this one. This is called the Tron, and I think Sparrows just named this like a month ago. Before that, it had no name. You had to kind of know what you were looking for, but they named it the Tron, and you no longer have to buy the Monstrum. You can either buy this kit, or they then started selling this pick separately. So there you go. That's everything that comes in the new Dark Shift kit. 24 thousandths of an inch, all of these. So what could you do to make it better? I always ask myself that when I look at a new kit, and there are some things that I would probably get along to go along with this. All this fits in there. There's plenty of room in the case, so I might as well throw in some more stuff. So I would get a couple of these. These are the Bogota and the standard or short hook, but these are the 15,000. So if you got a very thin or paracentric keyway, at least you got a chance to get into it with a couple of these picks. Very inexpensive, and it kind of guarantees you're going to have the right pick. The only other thing that I would add would be a slim, or actually this is a mini slim jim. Again, it's flat. It comes with a piece of rope hanging on it. I don't know why they do that. I throw that away, and that way it'll fit perfectly flat inside of the kit. A lot of guys ask about the difference. Why do you do this? Well, you can bypass a lock many times, or bypass a door faster than you can pick it. So why not give yourself that option by carrying one of these flat pieces of steel? The only difference between this and the regular Slim Jim, you notice they're identical in every dimension. I mean, there's no difference other than the length. Big one won't fit in my pick case. This one slides right in there. Now I've got options. Anyway, there you go. The Dark Shift, $49 Canadian, $36 US. If you go to the website, and by the way, what's the website? I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, right. Move this out of the way. Right there. Go to that website, middle of the page, big purple button, register to win next Saturday. You can win everything that I've just shown here, to include all the improvements. I'll throw all that in. Anyway, fellas, thanks for your time. Stay safe. Stay legal.